This is going to be a short story of me being as petty as F, interacting with somebody on Facebook Marketplace. I was on the buyer or receiving end of this deal. This is not in my store where I was the one selling or whatever. You'll get the details just now. I won't keep you. If you'd like to join us on Facebook, we have a group there, speaking of which. And I will try and be much nicer at Bubbling Brook Podcast. And we also have Instagram at Bubbling Brook Podcast. My personal pages are at Babala Brook if you want to follow me or reach out. I'd like to hear back from you. And I won't be long, so enjoy this. Should have made you a gentleman's wife. Hello, everybody. Fate should have made you my wife, or husband, or whatever. It's September the 16th, 2022. The time is 12:16. Just kidding, 12:15. I thought it would be nice to be 16:16. And I'm sitting in my car. It's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Who knows what that is in Celsius? Definitely under 30, I think. It's under 30. I'm waiting in a long line at a place that I've never been before. We line by car, and I'm not going to keep my engine running because Mama is cheap. And I thought I'll do a quick recording. Apologize for the background noise. I'm trying to keep my door open for some cool air. And the cars are facing the sun. It's literally noon. So yeah. Anyway, my name is Babala Brook, and welcome to another episode. What was on my mind today to talk about was this morning. This morning I went to another line somewhere else. I have a couple of errands to run, and I try to add up all my errands for one day. The line that I was in this morning and this line where I am now happened to be today. It's not something that I chose. Before I left the house, I went on Facebook, as one does, and I saw Facebook recommended that I might be interested in somebody giving away clothes. I do have my own online clothing and other miscellaneous items store. I have it on Facebook and I have it on eBay. It's called The Lovely Brook, for obvious reasons. I thought, let me email this person. I was like, they have it says bag of clothes for free. I was like, shoot, if I can get zero down clothes, what is it called? Capital type, whatever business terminology, then I get 100% interest. So why not? And I'm going to that direction today. They replied when I asked them what the sizes were of the clothes. I'm trying to figure out, is it kiddies clothes, is it adults, stuff like that. When someone is giving something away for free, well, not that people ever give away things not for free, it's tricky, I feel personally, because if I have a couple of questions to ask, I feel like I'm making them work and I am getting the thing for free anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to just show up and just take the stuff even if I don't want it. Then I have to post it and give it away myself. So I asked, sizes, please. And they replied, the sizes are listed. That's all mentioned in the listing, or something attitude to that effect. That immediately made my stomach turn, because when someone is giving you attitude out of nowhere for no reason, and it's like 6 a.m. or whatever, and you have like a physical reaction, I thought to myself, whoa, what is this bee giving me attitude for? I know you're giving away this stuff for free, and I know I want it, but maybe I don't want it. You know what I mean? Because it depends on what size it is. Then maybe I don't even want it. So I don't really have to lick your butt whole as of right now. But I can be polite, regardless of whether I want something from you or not. So can you. Right? I'm like, that immediately my insides went. I went and looked at it again because I'm not the kind of person normally, not that I don't make mistakes, who would ask those questions if it's listed there already. So I go there, I take a screenshot of the listing, and I email them. At this point, I don't want the stuff anymore, by the way, right? Who would even want it? Why would you even want to come like in contact with this person with this kind of attitude? Why are they here listing stuff for free, trying to interact with people when you're not nice? I take a screenshot and I send it to them, and I say, unfortunately, that information is not mentioned in the listing. I don't want it anymore, right? I wouldn't have said that if I still wanted it. I probably would have come up with a much more polite way or whatever. And then I ask, is it adults or children? They don't reply. I don't care. I don't care. Why did I ask if I don't care? Just to rub it in. Because I feel like if somebody were to say to me, you're wrong or you're lying, and then they turn around and they say, help me anyway, that would rub me the wrong way. So my goal was to make her feel how she made me feel. Totally, like, what is it called? They say when they go low, you go lower. Probably not, it's the opposite. But I was going lower. I was making her feel how she made me feel. Shouldn't do that. I don't recommend it. I'm trying not to do that kind of stuff anymore, but that's what happened today. Then I look at the thing and it says she left the building, or she left the chat. And I thought, of course you left the chat. It worked. You got pissed or whatever. That, to me, that means it's a reaction. If you think that it's going to hurt my feelings, that I'm not going to get your stuff anymore, no. I literally have a house full of shit. But I was like, why not get more? Then Facebook says to me, we thought you might like this. I look at the listing, lo and behold, it's a listing from that same person with more information. So now I have two in front of me listings. One is the one where the information is not there. That's the one I responded to. And there's this one with the information. She thought I was responding to that. She made a mistake. She thought I was responding to that. So I thought, I can't talk to her anymore on that one. But I can on this one. So for as long as we're being bitches, why don't I respond to this? So go in there and I click send message to seller. And I said, thank you so much for adding the information, and I put in caps, in this listing. And then I said, I'll pass on children's clothing, but thank you so much. Have a good one. I wanted to add a kissy emoji, and I thought, no, that emoji is why, if she reports me to Facebook for harassing her, it's why Facebook would probably come back to me and say, what the fuck was that all about? But if I don't put the kiss and Facebook comes to me, I'm gonna be like, what? I was polite, because you know what I mean, it's passive aggressive. And then before she even replies, I leave the fucking room myself. This is the kind of bullshit, petty bullshit I used to get up to back in the day. I used to get such a high out of that kind of thing. And it's not me anymore. I know you don't know me in person probably, because people who know me, they don't really consume my content. By the way, I have a YouTube channel too. I don't talk about this kind of stuff on there. It's Babala Brook on YouTube, and I have a blog. I talk about whatever there too. It's not the same thing everywhere, because who wants to repeat themselves? The blog is babalabrook.com, and at Babala Brook everywhere else, except for my stores, which is the Lovely Brook. I've had the eBay account for about 10 years now. So whenever I call customer service, they always say, see, you've had this account for so many years. Thank you for your loyalty. Meaning, thank you for not jumping ship and going to Amazon. Basically, that's what they mean. Anyway, I love eBay. So I have some kind of experience with Amazon too. Maybe I'll put that in my blog. We'll see. My blog was out of service for a few months. I didn't even know it was. And then I realized that it was, and I just didn't have the energy to message the people and whatever. It's one of those things, It's just like every week you have to talk to somebody from some customer service, and maybe they'll help you, maybe they won't. So that blog situation's been taken care of, and it's nice to see that I was still getting a decent amount of traffic, even though I was out of commission. That's the word I was looking for. So I'm still out of commission. I'd like to make a ton of money on everywhere. Who wouldn't? So I left the room, and then after that I thought, oh shit, I should go back and block her, because if Facebook ever recommends her to me again, I wouldn't want to make that mistake of contacting her. I know I have great memory, but I don't want to overestimate my memory. So I go back and it says this listing or whatever. Basically, she blocked me. I was like, yeah, bitch, you're welcome. You think you're the only one who can see you next Tuesday? On a Friday? No, ma'am. Am I proud of what I did? Not really. Because I've come a long way to not be that person anymore. Do I regret it? No. Would I do it again? I don't know. Depends how I'll be feeling and what time of the month it is. When I start behaving like this, I go to my calendar and I look at how well into the cycle we are. And usually we're in that 2-week window where I can be irritable, on the edge, etc. And that 2-week officially cycle starts tomorrow. So I guess we started a day early. I don't want to say blame everything on periods, but really whenever I do shitty stuff like this, it's usually within those 2 weeks. So it's not my fault I have a long PMS period. Okay? So that's the situation. How would you have handled it? I'd like to hear from you. Find me everywhere. Like I said, at Babala Brook. And let me know there, who of these 2 people in this transaction or transaction that didn't happen would you be, and how would you handle it? Thank you very much for listening to another episode of Podcasting with Brooke. Oh, I think it's the first time I said that one. Brooking with Brooke. Smoochies, and like I said to that lady, have a good one.